something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
You say too late to start, got your heart in hand. I don't believe any of it. You say too late to start, ain't it hard in you know you're better than this.
Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want this shit now and I got your back. I promised that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. Promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about if you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat, while you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave
See, I would've done
everything.
anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is, the strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I have to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a D. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young on it ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers.
272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion Tennessee Titans and the champions of the NFC, the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
In motion comes Andrews. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling. Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, Ward. That one taken in by T. Higgins. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
Come on. Ready.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there.
2-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Get it. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
5 yards on
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Man in motion, heading right. 3rd and 2. Ward. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. On 4th down, Ward. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. And he'll take this one in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Titans are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Love.
Jordan Love sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Let's go.
He'll get this out to the left flat. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
This is 3rd and 6.
Set punt. Ready?
From the gun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
In motion comes Andrews. Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tajay Spears. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short in the 1st down.
The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Blue strike, black 40.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Down. Seal. Red. 38. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Ward. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ward now on 3rd down. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he will score. Jim DK. Touchdown Titans. Extra point now by Riley. He gets it to go, and the Titans will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 28,
Ready?
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go now. Cut.
They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. Past the 45. Still going. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Ward. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
12. 1st down, Tennessee.
Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Ready?
Throwing, Ward. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Ready, set. Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion. Shotgun snap for Ward. Well, he swung out wide to Spears. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
18, Pioneer. Go. Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A big play here in the big game. 31 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And An unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This fielded at about the 9.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Field black. Ready, set.
To throw is Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And he is out of bounds at the 45. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Let's go. Cut.
On first and 10, here's Love. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Set, cut. Black 40. Set.
Love gonna give it to Lloyd. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Cedric Gray there to bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Love to throw. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The 28-yard line.
Down. Ready.
To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Got it.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6.
Set. Ready. Set. Cut.
A good play action with Love. That is caught. What a throw. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. 6.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now inside the 25. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play here in the big game. 37 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Here we go, here we go. Prep 70, stand by one. Ready.
Holland. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down by Javon Bullard. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 11-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Ward gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Touchdown, Titans. Now Ryland for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
This drive will begin with a run by Lord. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Second and 11.
Set. Ready.
Now Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Hut.
Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ready. Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Now Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Ready. Set.
A give. Here comes Lloyd. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Another run here with Lloyd. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Yes.
Here's Love. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Set, ready. Set, hut.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Forced out wide. Off he goes. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
45, white.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Set, hut. Ready.
Throwing is Love. That one, taken in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Ward. Here comes the screen to Spears. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Down. Red, 38. Hut, hut.
On 1st down, it's Love. And that ball incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll go here with Lloyd. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
It is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. Black shot. 33. Yellow. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. Escaping to his left. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do, but you just simply throw that one away.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. In motion, Okonkwo. From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now it's Ward. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Gain of 26 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk. Ready.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. He'll manage only a couple. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ready. Set.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
To throw is Ward. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Straight ahead, it's Spears. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Cougar 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Spears. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Let's go.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Two choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Down. Set cut.
On first down, it's Lloyd. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
10 cycles. Let's go.
Here's Lowe to throw. That's caught. It's Marshawn Lloyd. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Without question. Something you never want to see. Especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. Starting by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They're down and 3. Shotgun snap for Ward. That's taken in. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Team Lion.
They snap it to Ward. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have a Titans first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Now Pollard. He'll take this down to the 23. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 23, here's second down and 6.
Come on, set. Cooking.
Again, it's Pollard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Throwing on third down, Ward. That's complete to DK. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 61. We are back for the fourth from New Orleans after this. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Titans add on to their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Love to throw it on first down. Exiting the pocket right. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Back to the air. It's Love. Flush to his right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it's going to be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. Open man, left side, he's got it. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll come up here first and 10. Now Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Love. To the left side, he finds Pratt. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one complete down the field to Golden. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw is Love. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
Well, the chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And he'll take it on in. Savion Williams. Touchdown, Packers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So down 2 scores. They're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Viking, 18. Cougar, 19.
Now a handoff to Pollard. Good running inside the 25. And he's into the end zone yet again. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Titans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
27.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 50, Green. Green Jack.
To throw is Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is incomplete, but there is a flag. It is back at the line of scrimmage, and this could be a first down.
Black Ultra. Set, red, set.
Throwing is Love. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by a Monty Hooker. And he tacks on a nice return to boot. He'll get this all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Ready?
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard.
Tony Pollard, the Titans ball carrier, taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
From the 41, here's second and 9.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready?
They give to Pollard on the option. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
Out of the gun, Ward. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
22 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Get it. 70. Ready.
On the handoff, Pollard. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
10 yards on the
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Oh, the ball's out. It looked like the Titans were able to get back on this one. Indeed, they did. So Tennessee keeps the ball.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Third and 2. Ward.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll run here with Pollard. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Titan first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Ready, ready. Viking 18.
A run up the middle, Spears. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Without question. Something you never want to see. Especially here on Super Bowl Sunday.
Go.
In motion, Okonkwo.
Bronco 80.
Once again, it's Spears.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10.
19 Tigers. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 3rd down, they go with Spears. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's to midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way back. 88 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it, but when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike, it is because we don't see it very often. In a world of the ever-increasing touchback, we don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points. That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch him by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Ready, check. Back. Ready, ready.
They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
At the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So, 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. Second down, they need 7.
Cowboy 80.
On the handoff, this is Spears. A gain there of 27 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Spears. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Talk things over before third down.
Ready? Coconut 19, Pioneer.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's 4th and long coming up. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Titans will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Down. Slide through. 45.
They'll drop to throw. Rolling right. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
And the Packers first down.
Blaster. Ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Get this over the middle to Golden. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's another Packers first down.
On 1st down, it's Love. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call. Here's 1st down.
Green Jack. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Dayton Reed was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Trail green. Jack Hut.
Here's Love. Coming across, he's got it in the hands of Williams. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 6th.
And the Titans have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players, their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say, but then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.
Commissioner Roger Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Tennessee Titans. They are your Super Bowl 61 champions.
irrational. Give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out. If they act out, yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on them. And they both, I hate them hating on them. And they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Now cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey. Hey.
What's that on that beat?
Monster! Acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up out of Luxonessa, up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling Monster! Oh man. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but